everybody, welcome to another episode of Bigfoot Tales and Squatching with Dan the Bigfoot Man. Kind of a proud name I've given myself, just in jest for this series of films. What we're doing right now, I'm actually near the parking lot where I park my car sometimes, so you'll hear some traffic here until we get into the woods. Today I wanted to do a little bit more on structures, and we're going to look at some of the stick sign and how easily replicated it can be. And as you can see to this one right here beside me, you can pretty amply see that it's, you know, the size that you would expect for a Bigfoot structure. But is it? It's actually made by a bunch of college kids. Number one, we're right near a parking lot, and we're near a parking lot where kids like to hang out during the summertime. I'm going to take some pictures here and we'll see what shows up. This was for a Bigfoot. What Bigfoot would be squatching in style. There's some bends here too that you can't see on the video. It's on the far side of the wall, but I'll take a picture or two. And this is the type of stuff that we kind of tend to question. This, I'm going to guess, was done by human hands, but I have come across some of these bends way out in the woods, and not in a place where most people that are of a mischievous nature would be traveling. So those are questionable. Once you get into close to civilization, like here next to the parking lot, you know, you can't question it at all. It's definitely human made. But we'll move on down the trail. The reason I started here was upstream a little ways is where I found my first real Bigfoot sign, by way of some tracks. Also some shells that had been left piled up on the shore near a clam bed in the river for freshwater mollusks. But we'll carry on up the river, see how far we can get before we run out of daylight, and on to the next stop. Water on the brooks are running kind of high. Had a bit of a rain last night. It wasn't too bad, but it was enough to sully things. Let's see if we can get across here someplace. This right down in here is where I found a trackway of 16-inch and 14-inch tracks heading up the riverbank. Yeah. Sucks getting old. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Bigfoot Tales. Right now we're in part 2 of a hike that I started the other day. Unfortunately I carry my cell phone with me and I had to leave, but we're coming back, and we're probably a third to a half mile upstream from where I was the other day. I was going to cut in an easy way and head down back and come up, but as I came over the rise and headed down into the woods here, I heard some shuffling in the leaves, and I could see a black shape moving. Not really sure what it was, but we're going to go find out, see what it is. Don't know whether it's a Sasquatch or not. Maybe it was. As you can see, the light is gradually fading away. It's later in the day, so if they are nocturnal, this will be about the time of the day where they start heading out for their nightly routine, but we'll check it out and see what we can find. Kind of an interesting structure there. I don't remember seeing that before. That's definitely not natural. I'm going to come back to it in a few minutes, but we're going to head down and see if we can find out what that black shape that I was moving in the woods. Seem to have activity on two sides of me at the moment. Right here. I don't know how well it's going to show up in the video. This is actually a trail. You can see where it goes down along in that direction. Whatever it is seems to be laying pretty low. I can hear something moving upstream, up in the woods. Not sure what it is, but it's big enough to make enough noise that I can hear it. So I think I've got about an hour left of usable light. I'm going to go back and take a couple pictures of that structure. Then I'm going to head upriver, get as much done as I can. Probably end up having to put my camera on night vision, but we'll see what we can find. Oh, and just as a trick, you have your hand like this. You put that between your the 4 fingers between the horizon and the sun. However many hands you have till you hit the sun is an hour. Mine right now is 4 fingers high. Each finger is about 15 minutes of daylight. It's not something I'd want to use to keep time by, but it's a good estimate of how much light you have left to work with during the day. Come in handy in a survival situation. Just a little survival tip from Dan, the Bigfoot man. There's some area in here that's freshly turned over. This is definitely the area, whatever it was in. There's a lot of places where they've been doing some digging. Scuffing in the leaves looking for grubs or something. Some pretty interesting fungus there. The structure is about 6 feet high. It's single-sided. It's made to be a wall type of structure. Could have been done by kids. You know, we're close enough to town where they could come down here easily and play. Try to get away from home. You know, Mom shoo them out of the house. And again, no way to tell for sure what this is. Like I said, it's quite likely, and the odds are laying with it having been done by probably kids. Might have been done by a bow hunter. I know this part of the community is restricted to black powder and bow hunting only, so it would have to be one or the other. But we'll head back down to the river and see if we can catch up to them shuffling sounds. This where I'm at right now is part of what I believe is the pathway with this family Bigfoot I've been tracking and hopefully trying to catch a shot of. A lot of clearance. Something that was, you know, 7-8 foot tall would have absolutely no problem getting through here. Don't see any fresh signs of tracks though. Last time I was down here I found a pretty good sized print down in there. Too wet to cast though. Plaster would have never dried. Water's down quite a bit. Might be able to make it across. If there were Bigfoot, we're heading in this direction. I would have had to have left some kind of a print. Set up my tripod here.